Hey friends, who is ready to wrap some Christmas presents together? I am so behind already, I feel like this year. So I am excited to finally have a day with no one at home for a little bit to get some presents wrapped. The kids are at school. I had actually been at school with them this morning, helping decorate for our upcoming Christmas program and Christmas festivities. And then I took the dog to get groomed, and then I came home to start knocking out some presents. So typically I have all of my presents bought and wrapped by now, and I barely have half of them bought. So we're going to go ahead and wrap the ones that I do have. We are only going to be wrapping the presents that are for people that are not in my immediate family, as my children do watch my YouTube channels from time to time, so I don't want to give anything away. So these will be presents for my nieces and nephews and mom and dad and different people like that. So just hang out with me while we wrap, and hopefully you get some wrapping done as well. What type of person are you? Are you one that starts early and gets done early? Or are you one that starts late and is wrapping on Christmas Eve? I like to be done before Thanksgiving with everything. I might wrap some in December, but I like to have all my shopping done before Thanksgiving so that I can enjoy December. However, this year just has not gone like that, and that's just part of life. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But I was really happy to get as much done as I did today, and it feels good to have some presents under the tree. I will be waiting to wrap my kids' gifts until I have more of them bought. I have a lot for my daughter, but the boys, like I've said before, have been really hard this year. So I'm hoping this weekend we can sit down and my husband can help me figure out some things for them, as they're really into like hunting and fishing and outdoors things, and it's just not as easy for me to pick out things for them. So anyway, we're hoping to get more of that done this weekend. Otherwise, I will just wrap what I can and go from there. I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to wrapping presents. The Christmas wrapping present day is always my favorite day of the year. I love to just put on a good Hallmark movie and wrap the day away. I don't normally sit and watch TV much at all. Like, it's kind of torture for me to sit down and watch TV. I don't know why. I just don't enjoy it. And anyway, so for me to sit down and watch something on TV, I also have to be doing something else along with it. Like, I cannot just sit down and watch a show. It's very odd, I know, but so for me to sit down and watch a movie or a show, I want to be doing something like this, wrapping presents. So this is literally the best day ever. Like, if I could choose what I wanted to do on this day, it was to sit and watch a Hallmark movie in the peace and quiet of my home, by the fire, and wrap presents all day long. So that's pretty much what I did. Granted, it wasn't all day long. This was just for a couple hours, but it did feel nice to just kind of have some quote unquote me time and relax. This is me relaxing, just so you know. The only way I think I can actually sit and relax is if we had a hot tub. I think I could really enjoy a hot tub. I could sit in the hot tub for hours and just relax. But otherwise, I'm pretty much a busybody, and I just keep moving all the time. My husband has been actually putting on a Hallmark movie of an evening when we do have an evening at home, and he'll put it on to tempt me to come sit down with him and relax. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on what all's going on, but it's a sweet gesture, and I try to take advantage of it any moment I get, because we don't have a lot of time at home together these days with busy kids. 3 kids and all different activities, and our nights at home are very limited. So it's one of my favorite things, though, once we have a clean home and everyone's got everything they need for the following day, to sit on the couch and snuggle with my husband by the fire, by the Christmas tree. This is about the only time of year that you'll actually see me doing that. So anyway, I need to learn to relax a little bit more, but it's just hard. I just don't know how to make myself, I guess. So we're working on it. I asked in the last video what some of your favorite Christmas traditions were, and there were so many good ideas. A lot of them we do already, and some of them we don't, so it was really fun to see what other people do. some of my favorite things are, of course, going to look at Christmas lights. We have a town that's not too far from us that has a really good drive-through Christmas light set up. So, and it's like plays to the music that's on the radio. So like you'll turn your radio to whatever station it says on the sign, and then the lights light up and like kind of dance to the music. And it's one of our favorite traditions we usually do with my brother and sister-in-law. We may end up just doing it ourselves this year because they now have grandbabies and are really busy too. So we do need to get it done regardless. And then we usually go out for pizza afterwards at a really nice pizza place there in that town and enjoy the evening together. So we need to get that on the books. And then we also have, of course, Christmas programs at church and at school, all kinds of activities with that. And then the school activities, one of my favorite things that we do at the school is a Santa shop. So my friend and I are in charge of that, and along with some other mothers that help us. And we go out and buy items that range anywhere from $1 to $5. Each item is under $5. And we set up a little store for the kids at the school, and then they bring money from home and they have the opportunity to buy presents for their moms or their dads or their grandmas, brothers, sisters, teachers, friends, whoever they choose. So it's kind of fun for them because they get to think of others and get something special for them. I remember doing this as a child. My mom and a few ladies from our school did this for us, and it's seriously one of the only things I remember from my childhood. It was so special, and I was always so proud of the gifts that I was able to give, and it came directly from me. I got to choose it myself, and I wrapped it myself, and it was just so special. So I'm really excited for that. That will be coming up in the next week or two, and the kids are always really excited too. So that is just another thing that we like to do. We always try to read through the book of Luke as well from the Bibles. We read a chapter a day in the book of Luke, and last night we actually missed this because my daughter had a dance performance and my husband had his work Christmas party, so we kind of had to split ways yesterday evening to cover all of the bases, and we did not get our reading done. So we have some catching up to do, but that is another tradition we like to do as a family. We also enjoy a good Christmas cookie and some Christmas candy. My mom and grandma get together every year and make Christmas candy. I do like to join them, but I haven't gotten to the last couple of years, so I'm hoping that I get to do that this year. It's just hard when you work and try to keep a family going. It's just, time is very limited, but I do cherish those moments with them, so I'm hoping to get to do that this year. And then we also go to a lot of family functions during the holidays. We have multiple different Christmas gatherings for family, and it's just a really special time. Does your family typically put all of their presents under the tree as you get them, or do you wait till Christmas Eve and then put them all under there? I do a mixture of both, so I will do all of my presents for other people, like our nieces and nephews and grandparents and stuff like that. I'll put all of them under the tree as I wrap them, but then my kids will get a different wrapping paper. So Mason usually has like dinosaur wrapping paper. Miles always has the Grinch wrapping paper, and then Malia always gets like a princess or some sort of princessy wrapping paper. And then so each of their presents are wrapped in only that wrapping paper, except for the presents that Santa brings. Santa does not wrap his presents when he brings them to our house. So whatever present he brought is always unwrapped and by the tree. So as soon as they walk out that morning, it's, they instantly see what Santa brought them and they're so excited, and then they get to open all the presents from mom and dad. So that's just kind of another tradition that we do. I've done a mixture. So when I was growing up, Santa's presents were always wrapped in Santa paper. But my husband's side of the family, like I said, just had Santa's presents were unwrapped. So Santa does a little variety of things at each individual house, and it just makes it that much more special to see what does Santa do in your house versus another person's house. So it just makes it more fun. So anyway, I got a lot done, and Sweet Belle is already exhausted from all of the work that we've done this morning. So she is all comfy and cozy there, but I'm going to go ahead and put the presents I've got wrapped so far under the tree. And this is another thing that I love. That's why I like making my presents a little prettier. I don't do anything crazy. It's just a simple little bow, but it also just elevates it a little bit and makes them so pretty under the tree. And then I had, if you notice, I had forgotten tags. So after I had picked Belle up from the grooming, I ran into Walmart and grabbed just some of those little white tags that I used from Thanksgiving that had a little gold circle metal thing on them, and just tied them to the back of the presents so that I would know whose is whose. So I just kind of improvised. I'm not a big fan of like the Christmas sticker labels. I don't know. I just don't like the way they look usually. So kind of trying to make them a little prettier. I really had intentions of making really pretty labels this year with my Cricut, but I just didn't get it done. So we'll try to do that next year maybe. But I was getting tired of sitting on the floor, so I'm going to go ahead and clean up a little bit and rearrange. So I drug this table over here, and I'm going to sit on the couch / stand, kind of move around. My back and knees were getting tired of sitting. So time to change it up a little bit to finish out the last little bit of our gift wrapping. I am excited. This year I get to host Christmas Eve supper. So I hosted my family for Thanksgiving, and so now I'm going to be hosting my husband's family for supper on Christmas Eve. So that's another thing, is every Christmas Eve we go to my grandma's for lunch, and we do all of our presents from her with all of my cousins, and just eat and have fun. And then we go to my husband's parents' house for supper usually, and his aunt and uncle and cousins come over, and so we get to see them, and we really only see them once or twice a year usually. So it's nice to get together and just get to relax on Christmas Eve and eat and visit. So I'm excited to get to host that this year. And my mother-in-law actually has to work on Christmas Eve, so I told her, I'm like, if you're working this year, I don't care at all to host, if that would help you out. Like, I don't want to break tradition, but at the same time, I know how stressful that is to have to work all day and then come home and have people over. So she said she thought that sounded great. So I'm excited to do that. So we'll be doing some more table decorating closer to time for that. It'll probably be a lot like Thanksgiving, pretty simple, but I'm excited about it anyway. And some of those people haven't got to see our new home, so excited for them to see it and just to hang out and make more memories in this home that's the reason we built this house, is to have people over and just make memories with everyone, be able to fit everyone around the table and just enjoy. So gonna go ahead and add these last few presents under the tree, and then I have everything wrapped that I have bought so far for, like I said, everyone that's not our family, like immediate, like our kids. So anyway, I still have a lot to do, I feel like, as far as shopping. So I'm a little stressed out, but it'll be okay. It'll all get done. It always does. And really, our kids need nothing. So we're very blessed. However, that can't have nothing on Christmas morning. That's just not fun. So we just have a lot of thinking to do to get all this figured out, but we'll figure it out. Like I said, my husband's going to help me this weekend. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to my channel for the giveaway that I'm doing. I'm going to be giving away some cleaning products, some of my favorite cleaning products, and I will be mailing them to you, and I can't wait to see who wins. So we're going to go ahead and get my wrapping cart back in order. I had taken things out to sit on the table, but I'm going to go ahead and put everything back in, because I do like to put this cart back in the closet and then just drag it out as I need it, so that I can keep wrapping for the next week or so as I have more things coming in the mail. So I'm going to go ahead and put it all back together and get it back in its home. I appreciate you watching today's video, and I hope that you have a great day. I hope you were able to get some wrapping done with me, and make sure you subscribe for more. Thank you. Bye-bye.